Imagine being just 20 years old, standing on the biggest stage in world soccer, with millions watching around the globe, and carrying the hopes of an entire nation on your shoulders. In 2002, the United States men's national soccer team arrived at the FIFA World Cup with almost no expectations. Most experts predicted an early exit. After all, soccer was still fighting for attention in America, competing against football, basketball, and baseball. Few believed the United States could challenge the world's soccer giants. But one young player had other plans. His name was Landon Donovan. At just 20 years old, Donovan wasn't a global superstar. He wasn't playing for one of Europe's most famous clubs. He was simply a talented young American determined to prove that his country belonged on soccer's biggest stage. Then came the opening match against Portugal, one of Europe's strongest teams. The Americans were considered massive underdogs. But something incredible happened. The United States shocked the world. Portugal was stunned. Soccer fans everywhere were suddenly paying attention. The Americans had announced their arrival. Yet the biggest moment was still ahead. In the round of 16, the United States faced its biggest regional rival, Mexico. The rivalry was intense. The pressure was enormous. Millions expected Mexico to advance. But in the 65th minute, history was about to be written. A cross floated into the penalty area. Landon Donovan rose above the defenders. For a brief moment, time seemed to stand still. Then, header. Goal. The ball hit the back of the net. American fans erupted in celebration. Players raced across the field. Commentators shouted in disbelief. The United States defeated Mexico 2-0. For the first time in the modern era, America had reached the FIFA World Cup quarterfinals. It was more than a victory, it was a statement. Across the country, young kids watched and dreamed. Many future American stars would later say this tournament inspired them to believe. The United States would eventually lose to Germany in the quarterfinals, but the impact of that World Cup would last for generations. Landon Donovan became one of the most important figures in American soccer history, and the 2002 World Cup became a turning point for the sport in the United States. One young player, one unforgettable goal, and one moment that helped change American soccer forever. Because history isn't always made by the favorites. Sometimes, history is made by the believers.